Ladies and gentlemen, your lyricist, Roger, composer, Walter. So I'm going to come over here a little bit. We're just going to have a little quick chat. Ladies and gentlemen of the Each Living Moment Choir, Walter, would you like to tell us about all these wonderful people who have come together? They weren't all on the screen up there that we saw, but where have they come from?
Well, this festival has brought them all together, basically. We're a very small choir, 12 people so far. This is a showcase, the movie you saw, and we're hoping to expand greatly. But thanks to the festival, we've had this wonderful opportunity to sing with 3 other choirs. We've got the Mandurah City Choral Society and the JC Choir, who have joined us, and they worked pretty hard over this weekend to learn it pretty much from scratch. So my thanks to them.
And we're just going to give them a big round of applause as they leave the stage. We're going to get ready for the last choir. So Walter, how did this project come about, and really what's it all about? What are you trying to achieve?
Well, both Roger and I have Parkinson's disease, and having retired from corporate life recently, I had the option of becoming a grumpy old man and going to my grave early, or taking on a more positive spin on life and living for the moment. So the name of the choir is Each Living Moment, and that's the basic principle upon which the choir has come about. The choir is... The choir is really the vehicle. The actual program is to try and help people help themselves by taking on a positive attitude, no matter what their lot in life may be, because a positive attitude will give you nurturing of health and mind and body, whereas a negative attitude is going to send you to an early grave.
Absolutely. I'm just going to pop in here for a second. I'm just going to have a quick talk. Roger, how does it feel to have your lyrics now launched into the world, and not only in this theatre, but we're in the moment I'm about to hit the button, so that virtual choir that you've just seen in this project is about to be launched on YouTube out into the world. So how does it feel, you know, for all this to be happening now and to hear your words being sung on screen and then live in front of an audience?
It's a wonderful feeling, and I'm a part-time bush poet, but I've learned to be a lyricist, and my saying is that I've learnt to, the words that I write, the whole world sings.
This festival is actually just even more than this choir coming together. In fact, Brian, who conducts the JC choir, we just found out and was able to introduce Walter and Roger to 2 choirs that Brian conducts in Perth for people with Parkinson's, which is extraordinary. And I must say, for me, I get kind of teary and choked up about this because so much has changed in the last 6 years, I think, since Choir of Hard Knocks in many ways. That documentary came into your living rooms and everybody saw the health benefits of music and singing, and we saw people who perhaps we mightn't normally see pushed to the side of society in such a valuable, positive way through being able to have a voice in their community and to give different communities, like now the Parkinson's community. And I shared with Walter and Roger also that I'd just been in Adelaide in November last year working with a wonderful organisation there that has not only 3 choirs for people with dementia, but a choir for people with Parkinson's called the Movers and Shakers. Isn't that fantastic? So I'm just going to quickly ask you, and then we'll come back to Walter and talk about the project. But for you, how important has music been for you during this journey that you've been diagnosed with Parkinson's and you're coping with that?
I was diagnosed 3 years ago, and only recently, in the last 12 months, taken up singing, and it has been a wonderful experience for me. It's helped me no end, and I just want to keep going with singing.
And we want you to keep going too, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? I'm very honoured to have been asked to be patron of this program, which I've very gladly accepted. I'm patron of many other programs. nothing could make me happier than to support in the ways that I can from the East Coast with the limited time that I have running around the country and around the world these days working with choirs. But I think one of the, there's some just extraordinary things happening. I'll just touch on it very briefly about the kinds of research in medical science that's now being discovered through singing. And I explained to the choirs when I was talking with them about the muscle memory involved with singing and the mind and the body and the power that it holds. There is now a choir for people who've had strokes or that had aphasia in Melbourne called Stroke Accord. And 23 out of those 25 people can't speak, but they can sing. So I think the really important thing is for us as a community to really keep singing and certainly invite our politicians to do the same thing. Paddy, if you're here, I love you. And I will never call you Pam. Walter, tell us now about the next step of this project and what you're hoping to achieve.
Right, well, we found it pretty hard going to this point. I think because we had nothing but promises and word pictures. Now we have a product that we can showcase. And effectively, the Each Moment project will continue, and we're going to just build by layering in more and more singers until we top 100 plus tracks. So that's our most immediate goal. And in doing that, we're going to open it up to small groups because we're very much in the building community as well. So we're moving away from the Eric Whittaker model, more towards a community-based program where we can have individuals singing at their webcam if they're isolated. But if a small group can come together, and I'm particularly interested in introducing this to high schools, and getting into a preventative program as well as a therapeutic program.
So I'm just going to stop you there. One of the things that you're really interested in using this model to help as a preventative measure around bullying in schools. Such a really big, hot topic now for us as a community, and something so positive through this program that you can use. So you would like to hear from school teachers?
Absolutely. Well, just recently we put a collaboration proposal to youth care. I've written another song just recently. It's about a daughter of mine, our middle daughter, who committed suicide at the age of 29. And one of the root causes of her demise was school bullying. At the time, she was wanting to become a chaplain to try and do something about peer pressure and what have you, but not to be. So very soon we'll be launching that and trying to make it a fundraiser. But in doing so, we really want to engage with the schools and encourage them to work with us. And what I'd love to see would be a coordinated program throughout the Peel region initially, where we fuse science or technology, namely the internet and what have you, with art form, which is the singing, and health education about nurturing body and mind. And if that proves to be successful, then I'd really love to see it roll statewide and then perhaps nationwide. So we've got big ideals and big plans.
Big dreams. And we're going to talk a minute about that, pressing the button on and the website people can go to, but there are a few people that you'd like to thank that I know here in the audience.
Yes, number one, I think Leah's here. I know she had a gig today, our conductor. Are you here,
Leah, hello. She's standing. Would you like to take a bow, Leah? You didn't get a bow before. Stand up and take a bow. Well done. All power to you.
I appreciate Leah coming. I know she had a gig today and she made a special trip to be here. I'd also like to thank our major sponsor, Rick Brixby. He's out there somewhere. Rick is the man who did all the wizardry in our movie, all the 3D animation and what have you. And really, without his support, that sort of result would not have been possible. So a heartfelt thanks, Rick.
Fantastic. That's amazing. I believe most of that was with Leah standing in your garage. Is that correct? And a green screen. So it's the wizardry of technology where they can superimpose all kinds of images and all sorts of wonderful things. And of course, we shouldn't forget Guy Boyce and the Mandurah Performing Arts Centre and everybody at the Stretch Festival. Paddy and all the council, you can see the money that you're putting into these kinds of events is not just about what's happening here on this stage in this community. It's far-reaching, and I hope we will all get behind this project. The website to go to now is?
It's the eachlivingmoment.net website, and my daughter and assistant webmaster has got our website ready and primed, and all we would ask Jonathan to do is to press the publish button, and what you saw on the screen will now be available worldwide for people, friends and family and anybody else who's interested, to join in with this worldwide launch.
Well, I think what we need to do is count back from 10 to 1. Here we go. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gone. Will you please thank you, Trudy. Will you please thank Roger and Walter for the extraordinary inspiration and courage. I think they deserve a standing ovation, ladies and gentlemen. Waffles. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you up on the stage. It's now my great pleasure to welcome back the entire cast. Are you having fun? Yeah. Did you expect that? No. See what happens when you come to live theatre. Anything's possible.